a lot of little things weren't overlooked, a lot of little minor details. There was a lot of effort put into them, and this was just one of them, the UV and the IR cut filter. Talked about the ISO range, and we'll show you some 800 and 5,000 pictures very shortly, but really strong feature of the camera, those 14 plus stops over that entire ISO range. I'll just get Taka back up briefly before we go through some pictures to, a couple more technical details for you.
So this is the camera response of this chart, which is called Zyra 21 stop chart. As you can see, maybe 15, but now we are officially saying 15, 14 plus, because people who doesn't like noise, maybe they say 13 or 12, but that's why we said 14 plus. 14 plus. But anyway, yeah, we can count maybe 15, like this. And this is one of the still from the sizzle reel, demo reel. I was there, but it was one of the tough shot because light is very yellow and the back and his face is, the color is very similar. But as I said before, we applied lots of code value in the dark area, so that's why we can see the difference. We could make the difference between back and his face. It was one of the great shot. And so this has the built-in ND filter, so 0.6, 1.2. Did you use the ND filter? Yeah. And I believe this ND filter doesn't affect any IR type stuff. So it's clean. It's clean. And 3 image plane tape hook. And this is recording time. So 422, you can record 90 minutes 4K in one card. I think that's enough. And 444 HS. Yeah. There are a lot of options of the SDI output like this. So you can choose the level A, level B, or square division to sample interleave. All options are inside of the camera. Okay.
We're going to skip through a couple of slides to get to some hands-on. Just very briefly, I mean, some of us have sort of touched on the flexibility of the control panel and just the fact that you can take it off, and that's hot swappable, so you can do that hot adapter plate, then just clicks into place like that, and then that plugs in to there, and then you got 90 centimeters worth of cable to put that wherever you want. That simple flexibility. Sorry. Yeah, we're sort of working with third-party accessory companies to try and extend that cable, also to try and extend the viewfinder cable. If that viewfinder cable is an important one, we want to be able to extend that to run the viewfinder up the rear of the camera. The control panel, look, that's a really commonly asked question, and it was something that I think we really looked at in detail. Just the response time, you lost any sort of real connection with the camera. Look, not to say that it can't happen in the future. I mean, we released a little iPad app, a little ROP iPad app for the rest of the P2 cameras. We probably look at getting that incorporated into the VariCam one day, hopefully, maybe. So it's a possibility, but just that, not right now. But yeah, we'll continue to work on it.
There are two.
Once you've taken that off,
Yep.
and you want to put it somewhere.
Yep. Sorry, I should have explained that. The camera does come with a bracket, and it sits
upside down.
Upside down. Okay. So you've got that on there.
So the biggest issue for the wires is power.
Yeah.
We need to send the power anyway. And this, as you know, this can be a video monitor as well. So that requires the bandwidth. So
a lot of work's gone into the layout and the design, where the buttons are, the touch, the feel, the navigation. We've always tried to, last couple of years especially, tried to keep our menus fairly simple. This one is grouped really, really well. It's the best menu by a long shot for a long, long time. 10 user buttons, including the fourth one on the operator side of the camera, so that can be assigned to a record stop start to give your operator stop start if you want the control panel on the cameraman side. Magnificent viewfinder. When we get you to have a look at the camera, you'll see just how good it actually is. Display mode in the viewfinder for 4K for UHD. Surround view, we've got picture area there that's not active. You can see a boom coming into shot. Really, really handy feature. Almost a 10 times optical zoom on the viewfinder. Again, just to help you pull focus. And 3 focus assist tools, the expand, the focus in red and monochrome, and focus squares. Another thing that came out of the user discussions was, please help us focus better in 4K. Give us another tool. Help us out. And this is the idea Tarka's team came up with. We have green squares. So where the picture is most in focus, the squares are large. Where they're not, they're small. Pull focus forward onto the picture. Your size of your squares change. Quite dramatic in good light. Far less dramatic in low light. You really get really small differences. You flick the expand function on, that whole thing expands. It's really easy to pick a focus point in almost no light. And again, we'll show you that in a minute. An excellent feature. Okay, we'll have a play now, and before I sort of give you any sort of technical details as to how we're doing this, which is that, we'll get back to that. We'll fire up a candle, we'll turn off the lights, and we'll get some hands on and have a play.